July 4th, 2020, we left on a week-long, it was actually 8 days, horse vacation with 4 horses in tow, and it was absolutely amazing. The things that we accomplished, we improved so much in such a short time and did so many things. You'll just have to see watching all the videos. This is part 1. The trip there was a long one. We had to take a ferry across to Vancouver Island in British Columbia. And yeah. You guys have to share. We arrived and this was where we stayed. The horses were at a facility 2 doors down from where we were staying. They had a beautiful little paddock and a wonderful shelter.
Hi. Are you so pretty? Oh, hello. Do you like your home? Nice, hey?
It was such a nice place. The lady who ran it was so wonderful. And then, so then we take a gator back and forth, but the facility that we were at had a ring as well. It's just a few shots of the facility. It was beautiful. Bubbly settled in very nicely with her friend Beja. So this is where we were staying. So we were staying just in the horse trailer, tenting, camping. I was staying in the horse trailer on site.
You having good supper? The nummy?
Such a beautiful
Pretty.
place, and I'm so thankful that we have the privilege to stay there.
Good night. Good morning.
So this was our first lesson. Bubbly comes out of the gate pretty hot most of the time in new places. She usually takes a couple days to settle, and this trip was no different. So she did get some good transitions in. I did have 2 other clips from this day, but for whatever reason the file corrupted, and they won't import into my video editor. So here's this one. But yeah, she does start to get softer and straighter, so that when I give her the canter cues, it's not so explosive. Good girl. So it's definitely a process. We came out less than stellar. It was really cool because we all were riding. There was 3 of us with the 4 horses, and we got to video and watch the others' lessons, and actually many of the students' lessons that our trainer was training there. And it was so cool to, I guess see things and then be able to learn as you watched as well, that you could then implement into your own riding. This is a little pasture that they were allowed to be turned out in during the day for a couple hours here and there, and that's the end of day 2. But first, coffee. So this was our first, this is day 3 now, so our second time riding, first time jumping. And again, Bubbly is quite exuberant at the start, but as you'll be able to see from these clips, by the end of the lesson she was starting to settle and really listen and do what her mom asked. So very proud of how far she came on this trip. Here I come in a little bit like had the gas pedal going and the park brake on at the same time. So we yeah, and I did have to learn to let her go. I was so scared that she was going to buck and explode and gallop at the jumps that sometimes I was just holding a little bit too much. So it was a bit of a fine balance between allowing her to go and still controlling that energy, but using that energy in the correct way. And that's the end of day 3, guys. So I'm going to end this one here. Be sure that you tune in to the next part. It's going to be another part or 2 depending on the footage that I have and how long it's going to be. But we go cross-country schooling, and we're also in an eventing clinic with an awesome clinician. So we learned a lot, and yeah, don't miss that. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already.